Hello there and welcome back to War Thunder. Today I have a very special battle for you. This is from the replay. All will make sense in just a moment. Just give me the time to explain it. This is a battle in which everything went to shit, and it's practically me a bit complaining about respawning and how broken it is in my eyes and why I usually don't do it. But the reason I do it in this battle is because I'm in a 4-man squad or a platoon, and I'm playing here together with another German YouTuber, Implied, and I know it's called Implied in English, but this is how he wants his name to be pronounced, so it's all the right to say how he wants it to be pronounced. It's his name, the name is part of your identity, so you have to fucking respect it. But I digress. So yeah, he was live streaming. I think this was played on Friday. We had a lot of fun. I was cursing a lot in German and Bavarian, and sometimes I randomly join his live stream. So I might give you the link in the video description, but before that there is a link to the German War Thunder forum where you can join. And also from there you find all the necessary links to all the German YouTubers and you know, to certain other parts, including the links to the live stream from Implied, because he streams on both Twitch and YouTube and maybe some other platform that I don't know of. So the battle that we're currently playing to come to this is played on Poland. And I make a very stupid mistake here because I'm completely out of position. I captured A without resistance, and now I'm going into the middle of the map, and I look immediately to my right where there is an Su-152 and a bit tunnel visioning on him, and immediately from the middle I receive here a shot from a Centurion Mark 1 and I get taken out. So this is me being done in my heavy tank. Yes, I captured a zone, but I can just respawn in an SPA at this point in time. One of our squad members did a mistake and put a 5.3 battle rating plane in a otherwise 5.0 or lower battle rating lineup, and we all the others, including me, had just 5.0 as maximum. So naturally, Gaijin gave us a full up tier to 6.3. The possible worst case scenario. So now here I am in my Wirbelwind, and this is a respawn, and there is a lot to talk about respawning. I despite the respawn mechanics, I hate the positioning of the spawns very often. I think when you get killed very early on, it usually turns out that I lose the game when it happens to me, because I cannot really make the decisive actions. I cannot take out the most dangerous enemy tanks, you know, prioritization of the most dangerous tanks to my team or to myself, concentrating on the heavy, taking as many enemy players out as possible, including capturing and whatnot, to make a good impact on the game. If I get taken out very early on, I usually don't even bother with respawning. It's a waste of time, it's just nerve-wracking, it's a waste of silver lines, of respawns. You just pile up the repair costs, you have a damn hard time getting it back from the battle, and you're very much pinpointed here in the spawn section. But the enemy team initially does us a great favor in crashing with a lot of skill, and we're also shooting them down. So a bit of teamwork, a bit of critting, and we take them down. But we cannot go over the ridgeline because the enemy has C, and it's a bit of an asymmetric map. That means I have a sweet damn hard time to get out of the capture zone. I cannot really go to the front line to support my frontline tanks. But it's not a real issue in this battle, because they're all dead anyways. So we currently have A. I think I launch an artillery strike into A once it gets captured, and I'm still pinned down. Yes, I can shoot down the enemy's aircraft, but they have a lot, and I mean a lot of aircraft in there, and we really get to feel the power of the Russian cannon cast and bomb and rockets and what they have not, with their also very good fighting skills of the planes. You know, they have everything in one plane, Yak-9T, Su-6 and whatnot. So this is something that you really have to remember. So our team got taken out. We are a 4-man platoon of 5.0 tanks in a, well, 6.3 heavy battle. So our influence is limited a little bit to the to the anti-aircraft, and German anti-aircraft guns are not bad. They're definitely not bad. But in my YouTube comment sections, certain people want it to let appear like they are the insane redeeming factor of German teams, and therefore they can carry everything and whatnot. Certain battles might be true. When the enemy comes around the corner, you can blast the Shermans, you can blast Hellcats and whatnot with the rapid rate of fire. You can also kill the early T-34s with turret shots and whatnot, especially the quadruple 20mm on the Wirbelwind and the APHE shell actually on the Ostwind. They are really good. But you also can take it out very easily. You're open topped, you have thin armor, you have just a limited amount of crew. Yes, other nations, SPA, might be even worse, but they have much better aircraft. So it's not really fun. I'm pinned down in this location. And watch this. I spawn and immediately receive some shots going into my direction. From C, there are already enemies between our spawn point and A. We are pinned down. We have no real hard cover to go into the city, to go into melee range, to catch the enemy tanks off guard, where SPA is really powerful. We just have to stay in cover. There are already 4, 5, 6 aircraft of the enemy in the air. It is our task to put them down. It is our task to survive. But we cannot also kill the enemy tanks and go for the capture zones. So we are just here 3 left, and we are doing our best. We try to shoot them down. For instance, here I have a nice shot on a Yak-9T. Another plane is coming in. They're coming in so fast I cannot even swing around the turret fast enough. Very lucky shot, gives me a double strike here. That was nice, but this is rather rare. So I'm already burning for the first time, shooting at a disengaging Yak-9T. He is just wiggling a little bit around. There are no markers in the actual RP. This is just from the replay. So sometimes aircraft are difficult to spot. An aircraft is flying overhead you. You hear nothing. You just don't look into the right direction. And here, my gunner was taken out. I couldn't elevate the gun. I couldn't shoot at the target despite seeing him coming in. So what do you guys expect me to do? And so I'm set on fire again. And I immediately extinguished the fire, but burned down anyways. And you know, it's those situations that I cannot stand. In my opinion, the battle has been decided a long time ago. The enemy has the tank superiority, they have the capture zone superiority, they have the positioning superiority, they have the better tanks, they have more of them, they have the full advantage, they have more and better aircraft in the air. I spawn immediately, some shells whiz by, and I try to get into cover while shooting at aircraft, and I cannot really spot every tank that is already lying there in ambush, and off with my head, I guess. So yeah, this T-44 was already in a good ambush location to fire effectively into our spawn. I couldn't get even into hard cover. So what to do now? What to do now? Well, this is difficult. I decide myself to spawn in my second backup SPA, the Ostwind, and again try to get into cover. There is the T-44 in the bushes. I already get strafed by planes. I already get hammered from the other tank location. I try to blind them, try to wiggle forth and back, make their shots miss so I can get into cover, but it's not to be, and I get disabled by an aircraft, my gunner gets taken out, and the T-44 finds a perfect second shot into me. What should I do? Should I respawn in a Panzer IV, in a Panzer IV, and take him out? Well, you know, I could have done this. Let's see how this turns out, because, you know, he's standing sideways on. actually pretty nice positioning according to the bushes. So here we go. I respawn in a Panzer IV. And I'm looking around in which bush the T-44 actually is right now. There he is, and we take him out with the first shot. Crew knockout, perfect. So yeah, let's see what we can do about those spawn campers, you know. I think Panzer IV, it doesn't really matter if you're in the Panzer IV F2 or the Panzer IV J, your turret armor is notoriously weak, but the Panzer IV F2 is just the most nimble of them, hence the best Panzer IV of them all. I fire first, nevertheless this M24 gets a shot as well into me, my gun reaches out and I have to repair. My gunner is heavily injured but not dead. It's better that he would be dead because then he gets replaced with the machine gunner or the radio operator, and my turret rotation and elevation speed would be at their max because now they are reduced. So I am now in a tank and I immediately have to repair, and I immediately got pinned down in my spawn again, and there are aircraft coming in. So it didn't really matter what I would have chosen. I was doomed anyways. And I'm sorry, but I don't feel comfortable spawning here with a Bf-109 or a Focke-Wulf or hell even a Me 410. Technically they could do the job and could harass enemy tanks as well, but they can, for the love of God, not engage Russian aircraft at low altitude in a dogfight. This is not ending very well for them. You know, people claim this as an argument in RRB. By the way, nice knockout here by the guns of an SU-6 despite showing my frontal armor to it, because he came from above. Nothing that I could do and it was taken out again. So in a nutshell, I think it's a big waste of time, and how it is made up in Tanked RB throughout the battle ratings is for me personally a joke. I prefer with the respawns, the arcade, where 3 spawns are guaranteed to each team, so that your death actually matters and not the gameplay around the spawn points, which is annoying and leads to a lot of abusing of game mechanics and whatnot. I hope you enjoyed this battle. Please remember to visit Implied's channel. Giving him a subscription would be nice, and also watching his videos, you know, writing some nice comments on his comment section and whatnot. So that's it for me today. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see each other on the battlefields of War Thunder.